Hello, hello, hello. I am Antoinette, Coach Ross, the boss of Project Execute, your vision catalyst. I work to improve the lives of my clients, especially women and girls, from the inside out by answering their pertinent questions of who, why, what, when, and how to be more successful in their lives. The focus areas are self concept, goal imagery and creation, and finally, accountability. We live our lives on different levels at all times. Within my coaching process, there are 10 areas of concentration and abundant love that makes up our being and create our lives. The 10 areas are metaphysical, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, personal, relational, professional, financial, and political. This is a Focus Friday message on is how you do what you do that makes you unique, like no other. Yes, we can say it's our appearances that makes us different, and I agree with that statement. But for this Focus Friday message, I want to focus on how you do what you do that makes all the difference. I am speaking of skills, talents, and gifts. We all have them or will acquire them as we move through our work career. As you grow and learn yourself, you are able to identify the actions you are good at and even those you are great at doing. Let's begin with skills. I like to call them skills to pay the bills. Your skill set may not have been easy to learn. Sometimes we have to work into the skill because they may not come naturally. Currently, I am a parallelpreneur. I work a 9 to 5 with a telecommunication company. Back in 1999, while working in the food and beverage industry at Coca Cola, I was given an opportunity to learn a new skill to perform a job in the telecommunications industry. I jumped on board, and there were obstacles. I overcame them, and those skills pay the bills even today. We all acquire them. You meet people every day working the skills of their industry to pay the bills. Our skill lists different action and number, and each can be very unique. Skills will always require further training as required by the industry. Next, there are your talents. Those things we love to spend our time doing, and they come a little more naturally than skills. They may be hobbies or ways we like to pass the time. We sometimes dismiss their value because they come a little easier than skills. People will even downplay their talents, especially if they don't think they will pay the bills. Please don't put your talents on the shelf for that reason. We need talents to help us feel and become more of ourselves. If more people engaged in their talents, it may lessen their need for other extracurricular activities. You can be amazed by your talents. You can amaze yourself and others as you develop your talents. When you allow yourself to get into the zone of your talent, time disappears. You lose yourself in time, and you, like I said before, you become more of yourself. Talent does require constant improvement. With talent, there's always room for growth. Last but not least are your gifts, which are the actions that come natural. I was speaking to a culinary artist over the weekend, and she stated, when you are gifted, you don't have to be trained. And I could not agree with her more. Usually when people are gifted, they show the gift even younger age, and people are astonished at how they can play the instrument, or they can sing the note, or they can write the words, or they can run the fast, or they can play the sport, or whatever your gift is. People are amazed because it seemed like how did they know that? How did no one ever taught them? They just one day knew how to play the piano without lessons. That's a gift. People sometimes don't take your gifts seriously. Do not put your gifts on the shelf. As I asked, do not put your talents on the shelf. Do you know many gifted people waste time doing skills and or talent, ignoring their gifts, becoming less and less of themselves because they think the other things are more important because they pay the bills. I'm not saying don't do skills. I'm saying do skills up to a certain time and then go into your talents and especially your gifts. I never understand why they choose not to do their gift. I know women who can sing. I know people who are good with their hands, and they could tell you about the good old days, or they could tell you about what they wish could happen, but they refuse or they don't put the time into doing it in the right now. I love to see people who will fight to show off their gifts. When they put it on display, what God gave them, it is just amazing. We are all gifted in many ways. Please be sure to master at least one of your gifts. Gifts always require continuous mastery. I am Antoinette Coach Ross, the boss of Project Execute, your vision catalyst. This has been a Focus Friday message on is how you do what you do that makes you unique, like no other. It's in your skills, talents, and gifts that set you apart. Thank you for your time, and remember, every decision you make, and even those you don't, create your life. Create wisely.